Tapi kemarin pas kami datang ke sana kayaknya nggak hujan deh. Bulan Desember kan hujan nggak sih? Lupa, kayaknya nggak dapet hujan malahan. Bersyukur lah.
But can be eaten any time
Nasi
of
lemak,
day.
cuy.
For a supporting cast, there's
Waduh.
satay chicken, always a personal favorite of mine. Great Chinese food is obviously everywhere. There's tons of mee goreng, essentially
Chinese
stir-fried noodles of any
Kalau yang
kind.
halal
We
restonya
also
namanya
loved
apa?
this roti
Wih,
canai,
roti
a soft,
canai.
flaky flatbread, perfect with a curry dipping
Aduh,
sauce,
aduh.
and even
Wah,
this roti
pagi-pagi udah
tisu,
lapar.
which, if you can't tell,
Segar banget di sana udaranya. Pantes orang-orang tuh ya maunya ke puncak terus ya. Kalau ini orang Malaysia pasti ke Cameron Highland lah ya. Karena beda gitu suasananya sama di kota gitu kan ya. Beda banget suasananya tuh. Kayaknya sejuk banget gitu ya, seger banget. Duh, indah. Terbaik. Halo teman-teman semua, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Apa kabarnya nih teman-teman semua? Semoga sehat selalu ya. Dan kembali lagi bersama Ku Rizky tentunya. Kali ini kita masih mau ngelanjutin requestan dari teman-teman semua. Thank you untuk teman-teman yang sudah kirimin link requestnya ke DM Instagram aku di @rizky ya. Wah, ini ada video yang sangat menarik ini ya teman-teman ya. Kita mau ngeliat lah vlog orang-orang yang liburan di Malaysia gitu kan. Langsung aja kita nonton ya videonya. 1, 2, 3. Biar nambah kangen juga gitu ya, mau balik lagi gitu kan ke Malaysia. Liburan.
Malaysia offers so much variety for one single destination.
Cantik. Waduh.
City rooftop cafes,
Uish,
mangrove forests,
cakep.
enclosed temples, affordable infinity pools, picturesque beaches,
Wih,
and
di mana
so
itu?
much great food.
Waduh.
After spending an entire month here, we'll be taking you through our
Mantap.
highlights, a suggested itinerary for 10 to 14 days, along with places we'd recommend and day trips worth checking out. If you're new here, then welcome. We make travel movies from around the world, hoping you might just find your next holiday inspiration.
Okay.
This is Suitcase Monkey, sharing the best 14 days
Oh,
in
yes.
Malaysia.
Vlog Malaysia nih. Dari ujung ke ujung nih. Oke, Kuala Lumpur dulu. Waduh.
We'll begin, as
Bukit
most do,
Bintang.
landing into Kuala Lumpur, the capital of Malaysia, either perfect for a short stay stopover or base for the rest of the country. We'll discuss itinerary details later, but for now, 3 to 4 nights in KL is what I'd suggest, especially if you're dealing with jet lag.
Wih,
Then,
durian,
after settling,
cuy.
we'll be travelling up to Cameron Highlands, best reached by car or bus. Here you'll find a lush, cooler climate, perfect for tea drinking and hiking trails. We then finish our trip with 2 of Malaysia's most northern but very different islands. Langkawi providing the quintessential
Langkawi
Southeast
juga.
Asian experience, with some surprises thrown in. Then finishing with Georgetown in Penang, a UNESCO World Heritage Site and foodie capital of Malaysia.
Menarik ya. Best. Cakep.
The Petronas Towers are the tallest twin buildings in the world, rising 88 stories high, dominating KL's skyline from almost every direction. Its unique exterior, modelled around the Islamic 8-pointed star, beams brightly in all weathers, but especially in the evening. The surrounding area
Cantik.
itself, mainly the KLCC Park, is worth some of your time also, as is the shopping mall directly below the towers and the
Surya,
Symphony Lake
Surya.
water show right out front. Overall, our
Cantik.
time in KL was massively improved from meeting up with our friend Tat,
Wah,
who's lived
segar
here most his life. So, helped with his local input, he took us to Marini's on 57, a cocktail and restaurant bar that gives some of the best city views.
Wes, cakep.
Despite initially the weather not entirely being on our side, the panoramas were still impressive nonetheless.
Iya,
That
iya.
is, until the night wore on and the skies really opened up.
Cakep
So,
view-nya.
after a dose of KL's modern city life, tomorrow we delve further into its past to a must-visit attraction dating back over 100 years.
Oke, pindah ke Batu Caves. Oke. Rata-rata pelancong memang datangnya ke Batu Caves ya teman-teman ya. Tujuan tempat wisata. Pasti itu ya. Pelancong. Kalau teman-teman subscriber kebanyakan pesan, kalau Batu Caves skip aja kak gitu. Oke, jadi
Just 1 hour
kami nggak
north
datang ke
of the
sana.
city centre, the Batu Caves are a series of limestone chambers formed 400 million years ago.
Untuk yang
For the
non-Muslim
last century,
saja.
though, they've housed one of the most popular Hindu temples outside of India. The grand scale
Hindu
of your
temples.
surroundings, coupled with the routines and rituals of worship, all make for a must-see location. As a whole then, Malaysia is a multiracial, multicultural nation, largely home to a mix
baru
of Malay,
ini.
Indian and Chinese.
Iya.
As for religion, Islam is practiced by the vast
Hidup
majority
berdampingan,
of people,
luar
with
biasa.
Buddhism, Hindu and Christianity a distant step away. For the average visitor, this again translates to that word variety for the cuisines and experiences on offer within a relatively short distance. Central Market hosts an indoor collection
Central
of independent
Market
traders
juga.
and is worth a visit if you're tired of the shopping
Kalau mau beli
malls, whilst
oleh-oleh.
Petaling Street is a more traditional market, selling Prada bags that are
Nah, ini jalan
absolutely
Petaling
genuine. Being near the equator, Malaysia sits within a tropical climate, typically around 30 degrees, which is 86 degrees Fahrenheit for people in these countries. This ultimately means that you can expect short, sharp showers, but this didn't affect us too much since it balanced out the heat.
Tapi kemarin pas kami datang ke sana kayaknya nggak hujan deh. Bulan Desember kan hujan nggak sih? Lupa. Kayaknya nggak dapet hujan malahan. Bersyukur lah. Bisa jalan-jalan terus. Nggak ketemu hujan. Wis, cantik. Dapet videonya. Lanjut
Getting around
perjalanannya.
KL in itself was admittedly sometimes a challenge. Although there is a perfectly fine transport system, quite often we found it didn't quite connect very well together. Take this for example, it's either 7 minutes by taxi or an hour in transit, and then even longer to walk despite its close proximity. So before you even land into KL, and this goes for most of Southeast Asia, I'd heavily suggest you download and set up a Grab account first, which is equivalent to an Uber. A 10 to 20 minute Grab ride here can cost a couple of US dollars, and was often the best way to get around, not only in KL, but especially around Penang and Langkawi Island also.
Kita selalu menggunakan Grab
So
ya
that was how
di
we
sana
made our
kemarin
way
di
to the
Malaysia.
National Museum
Kuala
of
Lumpur.
Malaysia. And for one single US dollar, you get the entire history of the country. And I mean beginning with Pangaea, so they really start at the beginning. Trade routes, occupation from the Portuguese, Dutch, Japanese, British, then independence, the birth of modern-day Malaysia, and apparently an off-chance meeting of Lennon and McCartney with Neil Patrick Harris. It's most popular as a breakfast, but can be eaten any time
Nasi
of
lemak,
day.
cuy.
For a supporting cast, there's
Waduh.
satay chicken, always a personal favourite of mine. Great Chinese food is obviously everywhere. There's tons of mee goreng, essentially
Chinese
stir-fried noodles of any
Kalau yang
kind.
halal
We
restonya
also
namanya
loved
apa?
this roti
Wih,
canai,
roti
a
canai.
soft, flaky flatbread, perfect with a curry dipping
Aduh,
sauce,
aduh.
and even
Wah,
this roti
pagi-pagi udah
tisu,
lapar.
which, if you can't tell, is on the right.
Roti tisu.
And with Malaysia being such a melting pot in general, it's super easy to come across well-made Vietnamese and Thai food, and it almost
Jalan-jalan
always
lagi enak
was
nih ya.
excellent. But then, of course, there's this.
Wih,
The durian.
durian.
The durian is
Wih,
very
jangan
much
banyak-banyak
a
ya.
love it or hate
Pusing
it
ntar.
fruit, and I should say that I did not love it.
Absolutely not.
You do have to question any fruit where they give you gloves, but it's the smell that first hits you.
Ingat
Although
Sarga
this is
kebanyakan
no
makan
surprise given
durian.
that it's literally banned on public
Pening
transport
malah ya.
and hotels due to its odor. As for what
Okay.
it tastes like, well, if you can imagine a bunch of male sailors jumping into the ocean and becoming a sour mush, these semen would not be to my palate. Durians aside though, the easiest way to sample everything in one single place is Jalan Alor,
Wow.
KL's most famous food street.
Jalan.
Home to a mixture of hawker vendors and sit-down restaurants, it's an easy recommendation, even if it's just to take in the Dolby Atmos.
Wih, enak tuh.
Despite our time in KL drawing to a close, this Malaysian trip was only just getting started.
Cantik.
Tomorrow we'll be driving 3 hours north for a beautiful change of pace and scenery.
Kalau udah ke Malaysia, apalagi ke Kuala Lumpur ini nggak berhenti-berhenti. Jalan dari pagi sampai malam. Muter-muter. Oke, lanjut. Hari ke-5 dan ke-6. Gimana perjalanannya? Waterfall apa? Oke.
The Cameron Highlands is
Cameron
known for its rolling
Highlands,
hills,
ternyata.
hiking trails and dense forests. At its highest points, the
Cantiknya.
elevation reaches 5,000 feet, making for a much more pleasant temperature. And this was one of the main reasons the English colonized the area in the late 1800s.
Oke.
140 years later, this English narrator still appreciates a cup of tea, some scones with a cooler climate, and a view like this. So I guess some things never change.
Duh, kapan ya mau ke sana ya? Wah.
Along with strawberry farms, tea plantations are the biggest attraction here, and with this being our first of 2 that we'd visit, it did not disappoint.
Segar banget di sana udaranya. Pantes orang-orang tuh ya maunya ke puncak terus ya. Kalau ini orang Malaysia pasti ke Cameron Highland lah ya. Karena beda gitu suasananya sama di kota gitu kan ya. Beda banget suasananya tuh. Kayaknya sejuk banget gitu ya, seger banget. Duh, indah. Baik. Oke, lanjut ke hari berikutnya. Langkawi. Ada apa di Langkawi teman-teman yang terkenal? Oh ini.
Here is how Langkawi delivers its night markets. They hold a different one each night of the week, all spread out across the island
Seru
in
tuh,
multiple
night market.
locations. This means that no matter where you're staying, you'll likely be close to one of them.
Oke.
But the main reason we were here was the Sky Bridge. To get there, you'll first have a choice of cable cars to reach it. There's the glass-enclosed gondola, the open bars gondola, and the God Help Me gondola, all climbing 700 meters along a 2-kilometer cable.
Waduh, waduh.
Across the multiple viewing platforms, you're not only rewarded with the Sky Bridge
Bisa
on
deg-degan
arrival,
itu.
but uninterrupted views of Langkawi to the south
Di Genting aja
and
udah
Thailand
takut.
to the north.
Waduh, itu lebih tinggi ya. Dan lebih panjang kah? Wah, sangat menyenangkan ya teman-temannya. Itulah liburan tuh emang terbaik lah. Apalagi kalau bersama keluarga gitu ya, sangat-sangat menyenangkan ya teman-teman ya.